A little bit about this Concordia team. What are you guys doing well at this point in the season? It seems like playing your best soccer at the right time. What has been the key to having it all click right now?
Yes, sir. It all starts with our foundation, our defense. We've had one of the best defenses in the state, only giving up 14 goals. And we know that if we keep opponents not scoring long enough, our offense will eventually score.
Tell me about this offense, though. You guys have kind of come through in the clutch, whether it's been shootouts in the regionals or getting that one goal at semi-state. What is it about offensively that has you guys kind of scoring in the big moments?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of people out here, a lot of high-talent guys that really have been performing in pressure situations.
What are you most looking forward to about this matchup, and what do you know about Evansville Memorial that you'll be facing on Saturday? I keep thinking it's Friday.
Well, I know they're really good. They're #1 in the state, obviously, and they have similar goals against and for us. So they're going to have a lot of guys that have skill and a lot of talented players, and they're going to be really fast. So we'll just have to play good defense, I think.
They're ranked #1 in the state. You were ranked 17th in the last poll. So what's it like being the underdog, and do you kind of relish that mentality?
I think really this whole season we've been underdogs because it's our best season we've had, I think, ever. So the underdog thing really works well for us. We've come from behind a lot, and we use it as motivation.
Yeah, up until this season, Concordia boys soccer had not won a regional championship. So not only have you put a regional in the trophy case, semi-state, and now heading to state. What does that say about this team, and how much confidence does that give you guys going forward?
Well, it's something we take a lot of pride in, and we know that we're the best this team has ever been, and we're just going to we have a lot of talented players, and we know that we can beat anybody out there.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Go Cadets.
Thank you. As far as this team goes, what is it about this team that kind of makes you a special unit to advance to a place where Concordia soccer has never been before?
I honestly think it's our bond. We're just so close. Everyone on the team is just blood brothers.
When you take a look at this defense, I mean, you guys are giving up 0.62 goals a game. That's pretty impressive. What is it about this defense that's allowed you guys to be successful, and what are X's and O's, some of the things you do well defensively that's allowed you to put up, so many shutouts?
Well, I think it's just since we don't let people just pass the ball over our heads and them just run on, we're pretty fast defensively, so I think that really helps.
When you take a look at this program's history, they had never won a regional title before this year. You guys do that. They'd never won a semi-state, obviously, before that. You do that. You punch your ticket to state. How much confidence does that give this team going into the state championship game that you guys have done some things that no team in this school history has ever done before?
It makes us feel pretty good. I think we're pretty confident, but it's definitely going to be a challenge just being at this next level.
When you take a look at Evansville Memorial, they won a state championship last season. They're ranked #1 in the state. You guys are ranked in 2A 17th coming into the state tournament. So you're a bit of an underdog statistically and rankings-wise. How much do you kind of relish that role? Because, I think as I was talking with Max, you guys have kind of been an underdog in a way all season long. That's how he looked at it.
Yeah, we have been an underdog, and I think we can't look at it that way, and we just got to look at it like another game and just play our best.
What do you think is the biggest key on Saturday against this Evansville Memorial team?
I think as long as we keep it on our offensive half and lock down their forwards, I think we're going to win.
Okay, as far as this team goes, what is it about this Concordia team that's allowed you guys to reach this point where you're playing for a state championship?
The unbelievable chemistry that I've seen between everyone, especially the seniors. They played with each other since for a very long time. And especially club. I've known some of them from club as well, and it helps us bond not only as teammates but as friends as well. So.
What does it mean to be in a place where no Concordia team has ever been? Heading into the season, man, you guys had never won in the program history, had never won a regional championship. Now you've not only won that, you've won obviously a semi-state championship. So how much confidence does that give you going forward, and what kind of feather in the cap is that for you?
It gives us a lot of confidence. I can say this for everyone on the team. We never really saw this coming. From last year, we only made it to sectional final and then got eliminated. And then doing all this, breaking Concordia history is just remarkable. And this is my first year at varsity, and it's just, I'm lost for words for it. So.
When you take a look at Evansville Memorial, what do you know about them on the soccer field? What do they do well? And then what are some of the things you guys are going to have to do well on Saturday to win a 2A state championship?
I don't know that much, but all I know is they have one of their good players up top. But how we can shut him down is containing and we're going to be training 1v1s sort of drills, 2v2s, so we can learn how to defend better against this team because they're known to be very one of the harder than the other teams we played.
What's with the hair, man?
Seniors, that's all I can say. They brought it up. Benjamin Loshi, he brought it up one time, him and Max, and I thought they were joking, but then they all started doing it, and then I was like one of the last people to do it, so they a lot of pressure, and then I just did it. Now they're doing all sort of stuff with their hair, and I'm just like, no more. I'm not doing any more.
Good luck, though.
Thanks.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's been good luck.
Yeah, it has. Yes, it has. I mean, it hasn't really been good luck. It's just we've been playing a whole lot better than we've ever had on this team. Concordia has never played this well in a soccer team, and to see us come this far is just, I'm very proud and just amazing.
When did you guys start doing the hair thing? When did that pop up?
It was winning sectionals. Right after one sectionals, people started doing it, and then they were pretty much forced all the underclassmen to do it as well. So, yeah, I had to do it with a few friends as well. So, yeah.
Awesome, man. As far as this team goes, coming into this season, Concordia Soccer had not won a regional championship. They've got a regional championship in the bag. Got a semi-state title in the bag. What is it that makes this such a fantastic soccer team in the history and the annals of Concordia? What has been the key to allowing you guys to reach points that Concordia never has before?
Well, just the three-class soccer system. We've won, this is our 7th sectional we've won, and then regionals before we've lost to Canterbury, Homestead, Carroll, and so forth. And then this team was already, I knew when these guys, seniors were freshmen, I was like, hey, you guys stick together in 4 years, we're going to have something special. And then when we tied Canterbury this year, tied Carroll this year at the beginning of the year, and the defense was really coming together for us, we kind of knew, okay, this could be something pretty cool. Over summer, we even talked about this being a state championship run just because of the class system and then the team we have.
When you take a look at the defense, you're averaging, only giving up 0.62 goals a game, 15 shutouts in regulation this season. What's been the key to, shutting teams down as well as you have throughout the course of the season?
Both Noah Thomas in our back line, and then consistency from John Gick, Wayne Armstrong, and Noah, and then our goalie, John Mueller, has really come together. And there's a little special story there where John Mueller and Joey Rosinski, both seniors that came back out this year for that spot. They're good buddies. They worked hard for each other. They were sharing the spot. And then we needed somebody up top a little bit more, and Joey's athletic enough to help us out up top. So those two actually were helping us out in the back. And then it was funny, they continually made each other better. They weren't looking to, oh, I need the time, so I'm not going to make you better. So they kind of bought into this team concept of let's make each other better, and that's how the team's gotten where we've gotten.
Tell me what you know about Evansville Memorial, because they're, a reigning state champ, #1 in the state. They come into the tournament ranked 1st in the state. You guys come in ranked 17th. So what do you know about Evansville? And on paper, you guys are a bit of an underdog. So do you kind of relish, you see this team kind of relishing that mentality?
We've been, kind of with what you said with the rankings, we've been kind of underdogs the whole tournament, and we didn't mind that. We just said, hey, we'll just let our work on the field show what we deserve in the end. Evansville Memorial has a very, very rich heritage coming from Evansville. They are, Canterbury's got 6 titles here from Fort Wayne, and they've got titles even when it was single class down there. And so they have a lot of rich history down there. And so, yeah, it's going to be a fun time to see what we can do against them. They got an All-American player that we're going to have to shut down. He's got 22 goals, 11 assists. And they got another guy that's got 15 goals, and so but with us, they don't have a whole lot of shutouts, and it's kind of hard to see where they're at just because we don't have any common opponents and so forth. But I think if we play our A game, it'll be a fun game.
What do you think about the haircuts, man, on this team?
That came from years in the 90s. They saw where there was at Concordia, if you walk around, there's all the sectional regional championship pictures of teams, and that just comes from almost 20 years ago. And And unfortunately, I have to dye mine now that we got down to state. So we're going to work on that here in the next couple days, get that ready for the pep session on Thursday. And then the other key is if they win state, then they can shave my head. So that's
a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, it is. It is. So, but yeah, that was something they figured out because we've talked about the 7 sectional championship teams, if it was a class system, could be doing what this team's doing. So they're kind of living out that dream for those guys. So that's a reason, another reason, a little bit of the dyed hair, so forth.